What up guys? On today's video we catch up on all of the work in the yard. We fight through the weather with success. We have a second lip in the sunset. So we've done a lot of work over the last week. Mowed and weed eated all of this track back. We just need to get a rotary hoe, maybe borrow one, possibly buy one. Just rotary hoe this whole thing up, re-rake it out, flick all the grass clumps out, then repack it in and should be good to go. Brand new again. We've also cut all the hedges back, which is pretty cool. And it's a bit of a big job in itself. Like, I'll go over and show you. This stuff is so prickly. It's like proper savage. So look, like you can see, the thorns on the sucker are massive. When you're trying to pick them all up, whew, go straight through your gloves. They've even had them go through motorbike tyres when we've been fanging out here a few years back. I've also gone through and weed sprayed the whole big line. So that's no more weeds will grow on there, and we're just ready for a zhuzh up. Yeah, a whole lot of not much. Spent about a week doing a whole lot of stuff. It's not super noticeable, no super progress. I haven't recorded any of last week's working because, well, we're weed eating and cutting down the hedge, and we've already done videos of that. So I was going to do a whole Sunday, a whole of today, all of today. We're going to spend the whole day in the rain shifting this topsoil pile out into the race. There's a few low spots that when a few of the boys come out here in their cars, so we'll flatten that out so they can get up the hill a lot easier, and then that should get rid of that pile there and a bit more, and we'll chuck some more of that around, and then we should be into the second jump, and we should hopefully by the end of today, fingers crossed, not too much rain. Let's get into it. Oh, that's one way to start the day off, isn't it? I left the tractor on and the battery connected. That is going to be the first task of the day. I'm going to have to try and jump start this sucker. Righty here, we've got a jump packer in there. We've got a key. Oh, we've got lights and a countdown. Ooh, for a second I didn't think that was going to start. Lucky. Oh, as we were. So this one here we've already done a little bit earlier, made it flatter so there's no barrap to get up the hill. We just got to do the same with this pile here, just zhuzh it out. And just like that, she's done. We'll go get the quad bike, pack it in a wee bit, then it will look like the other one. Then into the paddock. All finitoed. Looky, looky. We've chucked a few more extra piles around here whilst we were out doing the race work. I was thinking the last little bits of the pile down over there, I'm going to chuck it up there so we can have a bit of grass on the bank there, and maybe a couple just down in here just to get rid of this pile. And once this big pile here is gone that I'm standing on, we'll probably blend it from just follow this path here around and bring it down in, and that'll be a nice blend off, and all this clay area here will ramp up and ramp up, ramp up and ramp off. We'll go get on the tractor, start moving some more dirt around. Well, that's another job done. Hopefully that'll grow grass one day. We may seed it out, otherwise el natural shall take place. Right, now over to here. So I've got a little bit more. Might do a bit of a pullback, because as you can see it's little flat ground. It's flat here and it's a little bit lower there, so if I drag all that backwards, we then can start stacking clay, because in this area here we're going to stack it clay anyway across the bottom here to flatten it all out. air for the tyre, so I'm going to quickly shoot up, grab some air, grab the compressor and carry on. And there we go, all aired up. Got to you on time, the old battery swap, 4% left. Well, Kasey's on the rake out mission, fixing all of the rain ruts from a couple of weeks ago. She's also got all the piles down here ready to go. She's going to have a rake out and move around. We'll get her set up right there while I carry on chugging away, moving clay. Sprung a leak. Proper blue as undies. Oh well, that really sucky tiddles, but we've got some plugs up the top. We might just jam it in there and see how we get away with, because I'm going to need to get a new rim as well. So I haven't really been pumping this one up too high of a pressure, because last thing I want is this to go babooshka. So if we need to get this running again over today or tomorrow, I'll quickly put a little plug in it and that'll do the trick. But other than that, we're going to have to find a new tyre and a new wheel potentially. You just panel beat the wheel, but we'll see how much they are. Well, that's a bit of a letdown. All the air is going to the top and out the side. Not ideal. Oh well, we've got a big enough pile over here. Let's go have a look at the pile we just made. Hang on, we'll flick all of this off so we don't have the same issue as this morning. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. We've got a big, massive pile. Easy breezy. We all love the wind on this channel. Here is the pile. Gonna have to do a bit of raking in here, flattening all of this out, stack all of that up. But we'll move the camera angle, get another angles. More angles. Oh well, that's extra lame. You would have missed a bit there because the battery went flat on the new battery that wasn't charged far out. Oh well, my bad. So we'll go sort some new batteries out, and we'll get into slapping up the sides of this thing. Well, righty ho, we're just gonna start right here, stack this side up and make some dirt jumps. I think I've put the pile a bit too close. Well, there you go. All stint off. More sort of slapped up ish. Awesome. Let's go for a little bit of a look-see and seeing a bit of a line. Should have come up here first. Look straight from down there. So that there is the centre. the whole lip needs to... Oh, let's start that again. That was a full fail on my behalf. I checked it from that end, coming this way. Fail. You stuffed up. Start again, mate. Oh, let's cut this thing in half and start again, eh? U-turn, come on, mate. Getting pretty good at moving stuff around. A couple of hours later, but the takeoff was now back to how it was. Round 2. Let's go have a look and see if it's actually straight. Probably should have actually checked it while I was building it, but I think it's just going to stay where it is. Oh, that looks heaps better. Still could have possibly moved a little bit to the side, but... So yeah, thinking on this one here, because the lip's going to stay where it is, I'm going to slightly hip the landing out. Oops, it goes that way, and then the next one will hit back that way. So it's not perfectly straight, but it's kind of straight, you know. It goes that way. Pretty cool. Kasey's raking out the flat bottoms. Learned how to rake stuff flat over there and giving it a good crack on the trannies down here. So as you can see down here, that lip's got a big fat angle on. I'm going to cut that back right now. Alright, that is going to be it for just now this evening. I'll go up, have dinner, take the kids up, and then I'll come back and finish this up, give it a bit of a good old slap up, scrape up, fully finish. Righty ho! New takeoff. Time to slap her in. Awesome as we have a finished second lip. Should we quickly run up there while we still got a bit of light, eh? And have a look, see what it looks like all in a row. Oh, pretty cool, really. A little bit off centre. Sweet as though. Wow, we finally made it. It's completed. The second lip is done. We've just got to rake and pack out the tranny. We'll get some fluffy gear from over on the pile, chuck it all down, rake it all out. Kasey's done a mean as job of flattening all of this out as best as you could with what we had at the time or what was in there. So once the fluffy gear's in there, it'll be nice and easy to do a nice skim coat. Awesome, well that's us done for the evening. I'm not too sure if we're going to have a video out sort of midweek this week. I need to go and find a new tyre / a wheel potentially. Depending on how far away and how long that takes to suss, we might try and suss a boogie set up to carry on with for a little bit, but I don't think it will last for very long. So depending on what happens during the week, you may see me, you may not. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week. We should hopefully have a landing ready to go for testing. Cheers guys, thanks team, like, subscribe, all of that jazz. Yahoo! Massive job.
What's the next job?
To get the tractor running again. I need to buy a new tractor wheel and a tyre.